Going on, my peoples? It's Kolo, Kolo here, and I'm here to break down my new song, Year Ago, featuring none other than Pat. Shout out Poland. It's always a pleasure sampling music from Poland. Poland has just provided many gems. Obviously, y'all know about They Know Us, one of my biggest songs, if not my biggest song, if I believe correctly. And yeah, man. I love sampling music from Poland. Just has a great, amazing texture. And I would love to go in further about how I made the beat, you know, go about how I go about my process of finding samples and everything like that. So we ain't even gonna waste no time, man. We just gonna get right into it. So basically, I go on YouTube. Sometimes I actually do it in real life, go to like record stores. But with this song, I, kind of found the sample on YouTube. Found the sample and made the beat. Love the beat, and because Pat is so good at what he does, I knew we're running it back. So I sent it to him, bro. He might have sent back the verse within 24 hours. It was crazy. So shouts out to him for delivering again. But yeah, I'm gonna go through the sample play, the part where I found and heard, and I was like, from that point, I was like, oh, we're good to go. So this is the song. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'm not gonna say it so I don't mess it up, but you can see the name right here. Honestly, the song in itself is actually beautiful, and that's what you find with a lot of these samples. But I'm gonna play what I heard. So this was that. So yeah, man, you already know. You already know. Like, once I heard that, I knew that's the foundation of my beat. That's what I've been looking for, and it sounds perfect. It's almost like it's made for a rap beat. So yeah, we're gonna just basically go straight into it. From there, this is what we have. So before let me even play what I had. So this is that. And so this is the original pitch. And so, I mean, it's chopped here, but it's really it's just a loop. But the only reason I'm chopping it is for timing. A lot of times, it's not a perfectly on time on the grids, but chopping it like this and kind of having it in individual chops and playing it out myself makes it easier. So it's just and so yeah, that was that. And then the sample has a switch up. So because I chopped it up, I could add some variety, right? So I had some other chops that I wanted to use. So, and this is all in Serato sample. So for this part, there's a switch up, and this is where you hear this. Yo, man, we out of here, bro. So and that's what I like to do a lot of times. I like to have I looped a certain part, but then for a switch up or for a B section, we're gonna chop it up some more. So, I mean, that's pretty much what we had to start off. I think from then I'm not exactly sure, but usually from then, once I have a bass, not like the bass sound, but a bass stem or a foundation, for lack of a better word, a foundation of what I want, then I kind of go into drums. So from then, I think, you have your kick. Go right into the clap. So yeah, I'm just adding like drum elements like I just did. I just added the clap, 2 separate hi-hats, so they are working kind of like together. Yeah. And then you have the clap here. Simple stuff, simple stuff. And then I added even the perk. I think that might be, yeah, just like some random perk. Funny enough, it's called the Nigeria perk. I don't know who decided to call it that, but all right. And then we have another perk, which is just percussion. So just add movement in the back. So with all that, this is how the drums sound. So yeah, then we have all that. So that's how this sounds. And then it was 808 time, our favorite, isn't it? Our favorite. So yeah, I kind of had this 808 combined with like a bass synth, and yeah, just play that out. You can see like the pattern here, but yeah. Yeah, so we got a good bass, but for me, when I was making this song, I knew that this sample's like the foundation of my song, but it doesn't, we're gonna build on top of this. It's not really like, oh, it's just gonna rock out like this. I wanted to add some more emotion to kind of have it like swell, have some sort of like climax, and that's what the choir does, and that's probably my favorite element, one of my favorite elements in this. So yeah, we have the choir that comes in for the chorus, and that really kind of changes the thing. So this is, I'll play the choir by itself. Sheesh. And then also you have these synths that come in at the same, at around halfway through when the choir plays. And then I have also this vox that comes in once the choir start to hit. So that sets it, and that's kind of like tucked in the back. You don't even notice it, but again, things like that are just like, you know, ear candy that kind of really, you know, makes the song sound a certain way. So yeah, let me play all those together with the choir and everything, and then you can see how that sounds. So that's probably my favorite part. So from then, again, it just continued to build the record. Pat had his verse, so I wanted to kind of have something that, like, you know, comes in when his verse comes in, just to kind of like set it apart. Again, like, oh, like this is his part of the song. So added these 2 synths. I think one might be an organ sound. Yeah, one is some sound from Analog Labs, and one is like a Mellotron sound. I can open that up real quick. Okay, that's a piano sound actually, so yeah. So that comes in this verse. That's just a little bit of that, and yeah, man, like that's pretty much the basis of his part. Then we have like the outro, which again, another one of my favorite parts, because just a decent amount of things come in. I think we have pianos come in, pads come in, and all this stuff. Then it hits another climax. So I'm gonna go through kind of like the elements of that real quick. So we're gonna start with this pad that comes in. And this is for the outro version of the outro part of the song. So to like kind of like, again, another final climax for the song. Synth that's added on it. And that kind of follows the bass, and then this. I actually don't know if I actually ended up using this synth in it. I think I actually took this out, but yeah, man. And then we have the piano, which is probably, again, another one of my favorite elements along with the choir. Sounds like some, like maybe some like West Coast stuff, like some classic West Coast stuff to me on its own, but in the context of the song, it just adds another thing. Yeah, man, and that's basically the beat. Yeah, man, definitely one of my favorite beats that I've made. Just like super, I don't know. It sounds like a big record, and it's crazy because like if you hear the sample's perfect for what we were going for and everything, or for what I was going for, but it's cool to kind of like build around the sample. It's one of my favorite things to do. Sometimes you have samples that kind of carry the record, and sometimes you have a sample that's like, okay, this is like the core of the record, then you can throw all these stuff on top of it and make this like thing. And you know, the songs means a lot to me because it's like, you know, the lyrics, what it talks about, you know, literally kind of like what difference a year makes in your life, and where a year removed from a certain time. You could be at a time where you're kind of down in the dumps. You don't know really what you're going to do with your life, or you don't know where your life is going. And then a year later, you can be in a completely different place, a higher place, a better place. And that's kind of what this song is about. It's about kind of like just being that much closer to your dreams and that much, you know, kind of just that much better at everything that you're doing. So I'm really proud of this record. Very grateful for, you know, being able to make these records inspired by Poland and inspired by other countries as well. But Poland is unique in that this is kind of like how a lot of the journey started with sampling these countries. They know this was a big record for me. So always so grateful to sample like music from here, and you know, this inspired like such a great song. So I'm grateful. Gonna be doing a lot more of these because, you know, the album's out and everything. What It Means to See It All, the expanded edition, is out now. Yeah, go listen to Year Ago. This is the intro on the new album. We'll be doing more beat breakdowns, showing you a lot more of my process, more in depth. Let me know in the comments what other songs you want me to break down from the album, what song you know, are dying to see me go about like showing how I made it and everything. But again, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. The love has been amazing, and I'm just blessed to be able to do this and show y'all what I do. So yeah, man, until next time, peace.
If you ain't rating what I'm doing, better ride on.